The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
The respected head of a Pasadena drug rehab center had a dark secret that's now been exposed. He's a convicted murderer, and state agents say skipped out on parole. For 32 years, he lived under an assumed identity, but tonight he's under arrest. KCAL 9's Christine Lazar is live in Monrovia with the incredible story of a man people knew as James Hurd. Christine.
But Sharon, his real name was Richard Bradford. He was arrested here at this Home Depot in Monrovia on Sunday as he shopped with his wife. State parole agents say they'd been monitoring him for years. Did you know that he was on parole for murder?
Ma'am, I have nothing to say.
At an upscale alcohol and rehab center tucked away behind Eaton Canyon Golf Course in Pasadena, state parole agents say a convicted murderer was hiding out after skipping parole more than 3 decades ago.
It's horrifying. It's very, very scary.
Neighbors say this is James Edward Hurd, but state agents say his real name is Richard Bradford, who in 1971 was convicted of first-degree murder and attempted robbery for killing an employee at a mini market in San Jose. He was sentenced to life but got out 7 years later, and in 1980 agents say he fell off the radar. Investigators say since then he's acquired several pricey properties in Pasadena, including the Eaton Canyon Treatment Center, all using a fake Social Security number. They say his fingerprints on file with the DMV matched his fingerprints from prison.
Someone has an axe to grind.
Bradford's wife had little to say to us, but did call the charges against him fictitious. Neighbors who spent years fighting the expansion of the rehab center say Bradford often appeared angry. This neighbor didn't want to go on camera.
He would flick neighbors off who were walking by that he knew were against the group home. The thought that that's who that person was, and we were in the same room with him and in meetings with him, it tells you really don't know who you're talking to always.
Who your neighbors are.
Who your neighbors are, that's right.
Now, agents say they tried to get Bradford to turn himself in 2011, but he refused. That's why they swooped in here to the Home Depot and arrested him on Sunday. I did speak with his attorney over the phone. He admits that his client is a convicted murderer, that he was using an alias, but he says his client did not violate his parole. He is behind bars tonight at county jail. He is not getting any sort of bail, so he has to remain there until his next court hearing. Live in Monrovia, I'm Christine Lazar, KCAL 9 News.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.